HSJ Provider Summit is about getting lots of the most senior people in the NHS provider sector, getting them all in a room and letting them talk frankly about what's happening now and what's going to be happening in the near future. Right now for the NHS, there's a lot of confusion about what's going to happen at a national level, but the basic challenges haven't gone away. Workforce, finance, dealing with ever-growing demand. That's why having a forum for the most senior leaders at the national and the local level, like you get at Provider Summit, is so unique.
The big challenge is about how we can try and address prevention. It's all very well to say we can continue to resource the NHS, and we should, but we also need to use the skills of the NHS to start to influence the way populations behave and manage their own health. Helping you to help yourself is what we've talked about. I think that's the big one.
Well, ambition is important, it's a vital ingredient. We also need a strong dose of reality, and I think we have that in some of the challenges that we've currently got: financial, service delivery, performance, the experience of some of our patients and indeed staff. But we already know and see some organisations that are rising to the challenge, that are taking the promise of the long-term plan and turning it into current reality. The big challenge we've got is spreading that universally across the whole service.
What I hope I take away will be certainly some inspiring speeches from some of the speakers, which will raise questions in my mind about issues that we should be exploring. Certainly for someone like myself who chairs a trust, it's important really that you are able to go away where you may not necessarily have answers, but certainly it helps you in asking the right questions.
Through theory of situational awareness, high reliability organizations, nuclear power plants, NASA, and other air traffic control examples really lends us to think that we should apply those applications to the healthcare environment. There's idle bed time within the system. That's capacity that exists today. And we know that our system is at capacity and having challenges operating. But when those idle beds are there, the capacity is at our fingertips.
I think delegates got a really good perspective from different vantage points across the system.
You always get some speakers who provide some really good examples of successful projects and transformation.
I think it's the conversations that go on around the summit as well as the learning in the sessions themselves that are really important, and we don't always find the time to do these things. I always find when I come out and do something like this that it stimulates your thinking a bit more. You stand back from the organisation and you always go back with some new ideas.
And it can be really interesting when you watch the most senior people at the trust level, at provider level, issue sometimes the challenge to people who might be quite remote from the action but pull some pretty big policy levers. So that's why it's valuable. It's all Chatham House. Discussion tends to be pretty frank, pretty free-flowing, much more interesting than you get in most places.